Hi YouTube, it's Tracy from Entrepreneur Girl, and today is Tracy's Tuesday Tips, and we're going to be talking about goal setting. How do you set goals? Okay, so this isn't the first time that you've heard someone talk about the importance of goals, and it's definitely not going to be the last, because cliches aside, goal setting is vital to you as a person and to you as an entrepreneur. Having a goal written down with an exact date of when you're going to accomplish it gives you something to look forward to, gives you something to plan for, and gives you something to attack and accomplish. And it gives you that motivation to work through those periods of time where it's a little bit more difficult to push through. Most of us have these big goals that I'm talking about, these big dreams that just seem so big that they seem insurmountable. It just seems impossible to make them a reality. So we don't even bother trying. We just kind of settle where we are. We lower the bar and we just get comfortable with our rut. And I don't want you to stuff them away. And proper goal setting can take that huge task. It can chop it into smaller bite-sized pieces. So they just seem like little hills, little hurdles that you have to cross versus these big, impossible things. It's not just about creating a plan, a to-do list that you feel like you have to do, one more thing that you have to create for yourself. This is about you as a person being able to accomplish things that you never thought you could. If you don't have concrete goals and you don't write a date that you want to achieve them by, then you're not really holding yourself accountable. Days can turn into weeks, can turn into months, can turn into years, and you're still in the exact same position that you're in right now. The feeling you get from setting a goal and actually achieving it, and then a year later looking back at everything that you've accomplished, is unbelievable. Goals also tell you what you really truly want. If you never set goals for yourself in the first place, how do you even know what it is you really want? We really benefit from the self-reflection that we get, both personally and with our businesses. We figure out what it is we really want, and then we can go out there and do it. Goals help us live life to the fullest. So if you don't know how to set goals, I'm going to help walk you through it. There are 5 golden rules to goal setting. Number 1, choose goals carefully, ones that you're very passionate about, that motivate you, that there's some big value in accomplishing them. The tip to do this is when you're writing down your goals, make sure you write down why that goal is important to you. If you start to lose confidence in your ability to obtain that goal, you can go back and read why it was important for you to push through the fear, to push through, the lack of motivation and achieve it. Number 2, set SMART goals. Last year, I did a whole video on SMART goals, so I'm just going to touch upon it now and leave the link below if you want to watch that whole video. SMART goals are very powerful because we use the acronym SMART, S-M-A-R-T. SMART stands for S, specific, means they are clear and well-defined. M is measurable, so A, attainable, make sure that it's possible for you to obtain the goal. R is relevant. It should clearly reflect exactly what you're wanting to do with your life, exactly where you plan on going. And T is time-bound. Now, time-bound and measurable sound a lot alike, but they're different. Time-bound is knowing that you have a deadline for your goals. And as that deadline approaches, you start to work harder, greater sense of urgency to complete it because you know you're coming on year end. So measurable is more like, I want to become financially independent, or I'm going to stop using my credit cards. I'm going to pay off my debt by 30% by the end of June. That's measurable. So now that you have your SMART goals and you're passionate about all of them, then you want to put them in writing. First step is setting resolutions that motivate you. So you have to know who you are and what's important to you. I've shown this before in other videos, but this is the actual piece of paper in the ICU bed when I had the embolism. Okay, number 3 is putting your goals down onto paper. And this is my personal worksheet here. There are 14 different areas of my life that I reflect upon when doing goal setting. And I put examples for each one of these down so that you would kind of have an understanding of how to word it for yourself. You will see that I try to be very positive in my wording. I also try to put, why it's important to me, what value it has for me to accomplish it, and also what kind of impact it will have if I don't do it. And this is really powerful than just much more powerful than just putting down your goal. So if you would like to download this, you can just go to Amazon 360 Facebook group. It's free, and you can download this and any other documents that I put up there. And I hope it will be useful to you in getting you started on your goal worksheet. Post your goals in very visible places so that you are reminded every day what it is you're striving for, what it is you're aiming for, what it is you desire. This is a look at my personal space. And they act as a constant reminder to me, knowing where I'm going and where I'm heading. So even if I have a bad day, even if I have a setback, even if I have a large setback, I know that I'm still going to get up the next day and work towards those goals. So now we're ready to make an action plan. All the steps that are needed along the way in order to obtain that goal. By writing off the individual steps, by crossing each one of those off as you achieve them, it keeps you very focused on what the next step is. You feel such a sense of pride when you cross it off your list and you see yourself that much closer to your goal. And number 5, stick with it. Build reminders to keep yourself on track. Give yourself a little bit of time to reflect and review your goals and make sure you're where you need to be. To reflect on it, if something's not working, if you're not making the progress that you should be making, then you can reevaluate and determine a better course of action. Only then will you get to enjoy the satisfaction of accomplishing what you set out to accomplish. On the next video, we're going to be talking about making an action plan. Talk to you guys then. Thanks.